Welcome back, guys. We're alive. I'm alive.
I'm alive!
Yes! Of course!
We got through that terrible crash. Oh. And even though we finished in last place, our sponsors still gave us a little bit of dinero. It looks like we got $68,595 from that race, even though we finished in last place. All right, so we're gonna go ahead though, and we're going to advance to the next event, which it looks like we are now gonna be racing at Sebring, and it's gonna cost us $8,500 to enter into this race. Let's do this. All right, lights are out. It's go time, guys. So we are starting in P16 position, and that's just because we actually qualified in P16 position, which is last place. But we are determined to gain some positions here to make our sponsors happy. And we're just gonna go ahead now and we're just gonna send it as we avoid a car here, avoid that BMW. We've now moved up to P15 position, but some of these cars up ahead are getting a bit squirrely. We now managed to move up to P14 position and avoid any contact on that right-hand side as we now go past the Corvette. And we are now in P13 position, guys, as we're going side by side with Felipe, who's in the Acura NSX. Let's see, what do we do? All right, we're just gonna check here. And we're just gonna avoid some contact here, and we're gonna go ahead and try again up ahead, see if we can get a move done, particularly on the straight. So here we go, coming up to it. Get a good exit out of here. Nicely done. Here we go, let's get in that slipstream and see what we can do. This is where that Corvette speed comes in handy here, as we now bumped into P12 position. And we have Logan Barrett up ahead in the Ford Mustang. I believe that's like the Dark Horse GT3. So we are now getting closer to the top 10 here. See if we can get a bit closer. Here we go. Nice and easy on the brakes. Good corner here as we go through this chicane. Guys, look at that. We already set a purple sector for sector 1. That means we are the fastest amongst these drivers so far, at least going through sector 1. But I am determined to try to get at least a few more positions if we can, guys. It is very challenging, but I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna send it. Woo! P11, boys! Not bad. All right, we're coming up to another Mustang here. We have Miles Caldwell, who's up ahead in P10 position. But like I was saying in part 1, this AI is no joke. It is actually very difficult to pass these guys, let alone keep up with them. I mean, they're setting extremely quick lap times. But I'm always up for a challenge. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit closer here. So we slam on those brakes around that 200-meter board. I'm gonna go ahead and slam on the brakes a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and keep that momentum going. Now we're up to 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear. All right, here we go. Nice and easy. Getting a bit closer here. Getting close. Fortunately though, I think this Mustang is just a bit too far away for us to be able to pass here. Our best bet is just to try to get behind him and stay in that slipstream. These guys are quick. I have to admit, the track so far, this racetrack so far, is so impressive. I'm really astounded with what they've done here at Project Motor Racing. I've seen on IMSA, yeah, I've seen them race on Sebring, and just going around that big sweeping right-hand corner back there, it's bumpy, and you see the cars, and they're definitely having to absorb the bumps, and they do a great job on this racetrack depicting that. I feel it in the wheel when I go over it, and it's really fun to go over, and it's just, it makes me feel like I'm actually racing in real life. This is so much fun, guys. I'm telling you right now, I know this was a game that was just, unfortunately, you know, shot down from the beginning, but they have put out more patch updates now, and I'm getting more impressed with this game. I think it is a lot of fun, and I think people should, you know, give it another chance, especially with the new force feedback that they've improved upon. This is fun racing to me. This is a lot of fun, and I'm having a great time trying to keep up with this pack up ahead, and it's really putting this whole career mode in perspective. I mean, I don't expect to be a first place driver. Granted, you know, each car is different, but I'm, you know, doing pretty well in this midfield. It's just like that, you know, if you're not concentrating enough, you're gonna make mistakes, and I just went a little bit too far left there into the dirt. But I'm still determined. I really want to try to get, you know, a top 10 finish. That would be awesome if I can get in there and get that. And I can't believe it. Even with that little mistake, we are now creeping up, and we're getting a little bit closer to Miles. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. There we go. We are now back at it. We are now with the pack. Let's see what we can do here. We are on lap 5 of 6. If I'm gonna get a move done, I gotta do something crazy. Should I do it? Should I do a dive bomb? Let's do it! I did not intend to have contact there. Granted, we're in P9, but that's not how I want to do it. I thought maybe I might be able to slip in there and avoid contact, but because of that, yeah, I'm going to give these positions back. Dive bombs work only if you avoid contact. Unfortunately there, we made some contact, and now we have dropped back to 12th position, and we are behind Logan Barrett again, who's in that Ford Mustang. But this race isn't over yet. I do have a little bit of damage. But it's not too significant where we have to go into the pits. And my steering wheel, for the most part, is still straight. It's not cockeyed or angled, which very well can happen in this game. I have, in other races, caused so much damage that it basically makes the car undrivable. You can't drive straight, and your steering wheel shows that it's all cockeyed, and it will literally drive that way. But we are now on the final lap, and you know what? I want to get at least P11. Let's get this spot back from Logan. I didn't mean to drop that many places. I just meant to give, you know, just a few back so I could be back in P11. But it has cost us, and now we're in P12, but we gotta get a move done. Let's finish this out, boys, with P11. I think we'll be happy with that. So let's see what I can do. Getting closer. Where do I make this move? Got a good exit out of here. I'm right behind Logan. I'm gonna go for it. Go for the inside line. I feel like that was just very good driving on both parts, and I did not cause him to go off the track. We simply went side by side. I think that was fair racing there. Let's finish this out with P11. Nice.